about the sale to Macy's. Was it a goal to go through that process? Like, if you could go back and talk to yourself, 19 years ago, was that part of the dream? Was getting big enough and successful enough that you would catch the attention of a major company?
I think when you're an entrepreneur, I mean, when I started, I had been inspired by other entrepreneurs, and I just wanted to change the world, right? And so I don't think you stick with something for 19 years if you're not really dedicated to it. And so for me, I'm a builder, and so I wanted to build a great company. I think what happened in 2014 is we were getting calls from a lot of different companies and private equity firms that were interested in investing. And I started listening because the competition started heating up in our industry. And I felt like we needed to scale more quickly. So after 14, 15 years in business, we had 60-something stores. And there were other competitors out there with 300, 500, 1,000. And so I felt like it was time to scale up. We were building every department from scratch. So that's one thing as a company, you start entrepreneurially and you see, with Mallory, who was on the panel before, she was talking about how she had one store and her staffing. Well, as you're scaling your company, you're building every department from scratch. So we were building our technology department, our e-commerce department, our finance department, our HR department. And so when you're building everything from scratch, it actually slows you down as you hit a certain amount of scale. So we wanted to take investment to accelerate our scale. The other thing is I felt like we were going to fall behind in technology. The pace of technology investment and the requirements for that were increasing. And so Macy's was the most attractive because they were the #7 e-commerce player in the country. They had the HR and finance infrastructure, and they had the supply chain. We had stores. We were trying to get product and goods to 60 stores at that point. And if we wanted to grow, we had to accelerate that. And so they had a set of resources that we really needed. And it's been amazing. What was important to me also was maintaining our DNA. We're a family company. My husband and I started it. We still run it. And so I wanted to keep that family orientation. And so the promise, which they've upheld, is that we would keep our headquarters separate in DC and that we would run our own show. And so we've been able to use their resources and keep our DNA. And we've scaled from 60 to 180 locations, and our internet business has scaled significantly. But the technology requirements for any retailer continue to change and evolve, and so we're investing a lot there.